Hi, welcome to Vibe Flow at Home. My name is Karina and I'll be guiding you through a 25-minute restore class. If you have a HomePlate at home, make sure that it is set to your desired level. I'll be cueing you on when you should turn this on. If you don't have one at home, don't worry, you can still practice with us. If you have a Vibe Flow headset, make sure that you have that synced to your Bluetooth. And if you don't worry, you can still practice with us as well. Let's get to the back of our mat. We'll start in an extended child's pose with a separate toe variation. Sit the sit bones back towards the heels, allow the belly to drop through the thighs, and extend the arms towards the top of your space. Now, it's really important that when we do turn the Vibe Flow plate on, that you don't set your head on the moving plate. But for now, allow the forehead to rest easy on the earth, on the mat, allowing yourself to arrive fully into this space, fully into your practice. Allow the shoulder blades to draw down the back, long spine, and just a few belly breaths here, allowing the breath to initiate from the diaphragm, feeling this breath expand front and back and side to side. Let's take a full inhale breath through the nose together and let it go, breathe it out. Take one more like that, big breath in, and a slow breath out. Take your time. You'll start to shift forward into a neutral tabletop position, but you'll walk the hands forward and drop your hips into a modified upward facing dog, actively pressing into your hands, drawing the shoulders down the back. This is an inhale breath. On your exhalation, press the sit bones back towards the heels, moving into a little undulation. We'll do that a few times together. Inhale, breath, pull yourself forward, modified upward facing dog. Big inhale here. Exhale, sit bones back towards the heels, extended child's pose. Let's take that one more time. Inhale, breath, pull yourself forward. We're gonna hold right here just for a moment. Now, dropping into your left hip, looking over the right shoulder, take a big inhale and stay for that breath out. Bring it right back through center, same thing other side. You'll drop through your right hip, gazing over the left shoulder. You take a big breath here, pressing into the hands actively. Stay for that breath out. Bring it right back through center, nice and slow. Extended child's pose once again. I'm gonna tuck the toes here just for a little added variation. And anytime something doesn't feel good, remember that you can omit it, change it, make it your own. An active extended child's pose this time. You'll walk your fingertips towards the upper right diagonal, stacking the left palm on top of the right. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Slow breath out. Stay here for one more just like that, drawing the shoulders down the back. Breathe it out. Take your time, walk it through center, upper left diagonal, right palm stacked on top of the left this time. Big inhale through the nose. Staying for a breath out. Take your time to walk yourself through center and then shift yourself into a neutral tabletop position. Option to turn on that plate here. Neutral tabletop position here, your toes are curled under. You'll just send the hips back into an easy downward facing dog. Again, no rush to get here. Let's take a few bending into the knees. You'll pedal into your feet. Maybe swaying your hips side to side, stretching into that side body. Now, I love a head exploration moment, so you can bring the legs into stillness and then draw the chin in towards your chest and then maybe look forward towards the hands a few times. When you've had enough of that, the head will come in line with the spine, nice and long. You'll look forward towards your hands slowly. Bend your knees and stepping into the center of your space, into a forward fold. Now go ahead and bring your feet about hip width distance. You can always take it a little bit wider. Now we'll interlace the hands behind the head here. Bring the elbows in front of your eyes, hang heavy. Maybe you start to rock the body to the right and to the left and to the right, creating a figure eight motion with your upper body. When you've had enough, you bring it through stillness, holding here. Shifting a little bit more weight forward towards your toes, finding length behind your knees. Take a deep inhale and a slow breath out. Releasing the hands down towards the mat, towards the ground. Bend into the knees even more. It's a head-tail connection moment. So bend the knees, slowly roll it up. Spine undulation. Take your time to come all the way up to standing. You'll gather the arms up overhead. Big inhale. Side body stretch towards your right side, releasing your palm against the thigh and reaching the left bicep up and over. Let's do an arm circle here. You'll take it forward towards the top of your space and then up and over. Big inhale, breath. Deepen that stretch, hips to the left side of your space. Right back through center, gather the arms up above you. Side body stretch towards your left side, palm against the thigh, find length, big breath. Little arm circle here, you take it forward, up and around, bicep by the ear. We take an inhale. Stretch and lengthen, breath out. Take the arms up overhead, big inhale. Exhale slowly into a forward fold. Good. Take a moment to take a halfway lift, flat back. Plant the palms. Step it back. It'll be a gentle high plank. Immediately, you'll drop the knees down towards the mat. Take a big breath here together. The elbows bend into the side body, and you'll lower yourself onto the belly. Bringing the hands to stack underneath your forehead. Untuck through your toes. Settle here. Alligator pose, finding length in your spine, in the legs, in your essence. Feel the breath in through the nose. Stay the breath out. Just one more like that through the nose. Stay the breath out. You'll take your time to bring the hands next to the ribs, spreading through the 10 fingers wide. Go ahead and curl through your toes. You'll undulate your hips back into that extended child's pose that we took at the beginning of class. Sit bones towards the heels. I'll encourage you to untuck the toes for this variation. Now, bring opposite hand to opposite elbows as if you're gonna take a ragdoll. Soften the forehead on top of the forearms, on top of the palms, or whatever place is accessible to you. An opportunity here for us to just breathe into sensation, into what's arriving, feelings, thoughts, emotions. It all goes in this space. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. More just like that. You'll reach the arms towards the top of your space. Shift yourself into a neutral tabletop position. And we'll head into a butterfly shape. Soles of the feet together. Butterfly the knees open. Sit nice and tall. Both of the sit bones are rooted into the mat. Let's take a cow shape with our upper body. Grab onto your shin bones or whatever place is accessible. You'll guide your heart forward towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Exhale breath, you'll lean back, chin to chest, round and curl. Now find your belly button with your eyes. Inhale breath, arch into your low back, puff your heart forward. Open through the throat, eyes look up to sky or ceiling. Exhale breath, around and curl motion, chin to chest, find the belly button. Let's do that one more time. Inhale breath, spine undulation. Exhale breath, round and curl, nice and slow. Now you have the option to hold in this position. Otherwise, I'm gonna ask you to stack the shoulders on top of the hips. And you're gonna guide the heart towards your feet, so up and over with a flat spine. Now I'm going to interlace my hands at my feet, but you can put them anywhere that feels good. Again, option to drop into that head, feeling more of that rounding sensation in your spine. I want you to breathe into your inner thighs, into your outer hips, that space of sensation. Allow yourself to arrive fully. Now remember that in this space, there are no judgments, there are no expectations. Really trust and honor that you are exactly where you need to be. Allow your breath to be your compass, your North Star. Simply let my words be a guide. We'll take one more deep breath through the nose here. Stay for the breath out. Can you reach your upper body a little bit further down, dropping that head, maybe chin to chest? We'll invite a spine undulation here. Slowly roll yourself up. Crown of the head is the last thing to come up. Stacking the shoulders on top of the hips. Coming into a half butterfly shape, we'll extend the right leg long, bringing the sole of the left foot to your inner thigh. Take the arms out into a T and flex onto your right toes. Big inhale here. A big side body stretch. Right hand reaches for the left thigh, and we take the upper body into a side stretch. Now for some of you, you might be able to reach left fingertips towards the right toes. Amazing, incredible, take it there. This is about my depth, about as far as I'll go today. So just listen to your body, what feels good. Let's take an inhale together. Exhale, breath, reach, lengthen, stretch. One more like that, breathe it in. Exhale, deep stretch. Continue to flex onto your right toes. Slowly come up to seated. Take the arms out into a T. Keep the shape with your legs. Release left hand behind you. Lift through the hips. Swoop the right arm up and over. Let's do that 2 times. Just feel a little movement. Drop the sit bones to the ground. Exhale, breath. Pull the hips up. Arm up and over. One more. Lower. And slowly lift, lengthen, stretch, indulge in this moment. You'll lower the sit bones right back down towards the mat and just swap out your legs. Easy switch. Extending through your left leg, sole of the right foot to the inner thigh. Take the arms out to a T. This is your inhalation. Exhale, big side body stretch. Left hand, right thigh, right arm up and over. Think about bicep by the ear here. Flex onto your left toes. Take a big inhale. Exhale, big stretch, reach. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Notice the areas where you can soften, the areas where you can energize. And more like that. Breathe it out. Think about the arms like a windmill. You'll set right hand behind you, lift the pelvis. Take this left arm up and over, swoop. Lower the hips down towards the ground. Exhale, lift the hips up and over. Left bicep reaches over the ear. One more just like that for good measure. Lower. And then slow stretching yourself. Good. Lower the sit bones right back towards the ground. We're gonna come into a seated twist. So extending your left leg nice and long, you'll cross the right leg, right foot, up and over your left leg. And that can go anywhere that feels comfortable to you. If you wanna stay here, this is already giving you a lot of sensation, stay. Otherwise, let's invite the left knee to bend. Notice how I lifted my sit bone and I'm gonna sit it right back down. You'll take the right arm as your kickstand and the left arm overhead. This is an inhale. Take your time to give that right knee a big hug, a big squeeze, like you're puffing your chest forward. It's an inhale here. Exhale to stretch. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, deepen that twist. Maybe you take the eyes towards the back of your space over the right shoulder. One more breath. One more exhale. Take your time to unravel, unwind. You'll extend your left leg once again. We'll take it through a half hero's pose. So options, let's layer. Option 1, your foot, your ankle might just stick out to the side. If you're looking for more sensation, you're gonna tuck that right foot under like you're setting the top of the foot on the mat. Now, again, you feel good, you're gonna stay right here. Otherwise, you're gonna lower the forearms towards the ground, towards the mat, trying to keep your shoulders and your hips squared. Sink into this moment. Actively pressing into the forearms. Heart is expanded. Big breath. Big exhale. One more just like that. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Take your time, slowly press into your hands. Release this half hero shape. Let's take a little leg shimmy. Just shake, 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 shake. And then we'll head into the other side. Bending into your left knee here. You'll cross the left foot over the right leg. Option to stay right there or option to take that extra bend into your right knee. The left arm is your kickstand. The right arm reaches up towards the sky. Breathe in. Take a moment, give yourself a big ol' hug, and then spiral into the ribs, looking towards the back of your space. The sit bones keep you rooted, grounded, anchored into your mat space. Take a full breath. Follow the eyes over the left shoulder, breathe it out. We'll take one more just like that. Deep breath through the nose. Deep breath out. Take your time to unravel. Bring yourself right back through center. Taking it into a seated forward fold. Release the legs nice and straight. Let's actually invite them into a bend just to begin here. You want to bring your belly towards the thighs as much as you can, and then reach for what's accessible. It might be your feet, ankles, shin bones. It doesn't really matter. Take a heart expansion here. Pull the chest forward. Look forward. Exhale, breath, spine undulation towards the legs. Now I'll start to straighten my legs here. That's going to feel more comfortable, and we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, breath, spine undulation. Pull the chest forward. Flex your feet. Exhale, big forward bend. Bend the elbows. Drop the chin in. One more like that. Inhale, breath. Spine undulation. Exhale, a deep forward fold. Nice and slow. We'll hold just for a moment. Allowing yourself to simply surrender into the space, into your mat, into this practice. Maybe you allow the eyes to soften. Final breath through the nose. A big breath out. I want you to pull the chin in towards your chest. Once again, spine undulations. Roll yourself up to seated. Crown of the head is the last thing to make it up. Last seated shape before I guide you down. Take yourself into a straddle shape. So you take the legs nice and long, nice and straight. And I'm gonna reach for my blocks here just for a little added support. So if you have blocks at home, invite them into your practice. And if you don't, remember you can do it without. So I'll place that first block right underneath my torso, and the second block will be placed underneath my forehead. We'll guide the torso up and over as the block, or rather your forehead, settles onto the block. Now again, you want to make sure that your knees and your toes are facing up towards the ceiling and that you're actively flexing through your feet. So you want to keep that leg engagement. Again, equal amounts rest, equal amount energy moving through. Find your breath. External rotation here in the outer hips, feeling as the inner thighs are getting that super delicious stretch. Lean into it. We'll take one more like that. Breathe it out. Take your hands onto the earth. If you made it down, you'll press yourself up into a seat, removing your props onto the side or towards the back of your space. Bring your legs in front of you. Let's actually scoot our hips towards the top of our space, engaging the arms slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, undulating yourself down onto the mat. The shoulders, the neck, and the head are the last things to make it down. Guide the knees in towards your chest for a big and loving squeeze. Slowly lowering the soles of the feet down towards the mat. The knees will point up. Arms by the sides, palms face down. You'll press into your feet, coming into a bridge pose. This is the only one we'll take here, so lift into your depth, and maybe your depth today looks like 70%. I love that. Honor that. Pressing even weight into the 4 corners of your feet, energetically reaching your fingertips towards your heels, towards the top of your space. Allow a slight external rotation into the shoulder heads, encouraging your collarbones to spread across the chest. One more deep breath here. Exhale, stay. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, you'll lower your tailbone down towards the mat. Now you'll extend the left heel forward and the right knee in towards the chest. Give yourself a big ol' squeeze. A slow breath out. Take your time, do a little swap of the legs. Right leg is gonna go long, left knee is gonna come in. And I am hovering my head here. So again, we don't wanna lean the head all the way onto our mat, onto our plate. Once it's moving, stay for the exhale. Take your time. Both knees are gonna pull in towards your chest, big squeeze. Now I'll roll you over into a fetal pose. I'll use my bicep as my pillow. Take your time, settle here. Big breath through the nose. Stay for that breath out. And do one more like that through the nose. Stay for the exhalation. You'll press into your hands, coming into a seat, turning our plate off here. Coming into a cross-legged seat for the last few moments of class. Gather the arms up above you. Take a big inhale. Taking it through a gentle seated twist towards your right side. Left hand on top of the right knee, using the back arm as a kickstand. Hold here. Grow tall. Anchor through the sit bones. Full breath. Exhale, twist and lengthen. One more here. Exhale, twist and lengthen. Bring it right back through center, unravel. Gather the arms up above you. Big breath here. Exhale, seated twist, right hand, left knee. Left arm is your kickstand behind you. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And a slow breath out. We'll do that one more time through the nose. Slow breath out. Good. Coming into a moment of just stillness. Arms gather up above you. Bring the palms into prayer. We'll gather them in towards heart center. Staying here. Just a moment of stillness. A moment to allow the benefits of the play to really come into the body. It almost feels like our cells are in this continuous dance, even after the plate is off. Maybe you allow the eyes to soften, inviting a space between your teeth so that you unclench your jaw. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Let's release the arms by the sides. Maybe you settle them on top of the thighs, on top of the knees. This just encourages more length into your spine. Again, eyes can stay soft or closed altogether. Just a moment of silence. With each inhalation, you invite more space into the spine. With every exhalation, you really let something go. And you feel ready to welcome yourself back into this day, into the present moment. If the eyes softened or closed, you'll invite them to open. Thank you so much for being here today. It's been an honor to guide you. I hope you go with ease and peace. Thank you.